Welcome back to Have Another with Espo. We are starting up a new series. It's going to be Foolproof Follow-Up Fridays, or the other way around, maybe Follow-Up Fullproof Fridays. Anyway, it's going to be a companion series to Mocktail Mondays. What we're going to do is take one of the mocktails we make on the previous Monday, in this case, the Raspberry Bee's Knees. It was a pretty tasty one. And we're going to do the foolproof version. We're going to add some booze, or make it boozy, or make it how you're supposed to be making in the first place. Because that sounds like fun to me. I get to try the mocktail again, and we get to explore where else it goes. Anyway, Raspberry Bee's Knees. We're going to start off with some ice in our shaker tin. Shaker tin, ice, done. A handful of raspberries, because I feel like we didn't use enough last time. It didn't really get that raspberry essence, so we're going to go a little bit Johnny Hardcore this time around. Next up, we need half an ounce of our honey syrup. The honey syrup, again, for those of you who didn't see the first time or don't remember, it was a 1-to-1 syrup to water mix. And by syrup, I mean honey, because that's what I actually meant. We heated that up, stirred it around until it looked consistent, and that was our honey syrup. And the honey syrup ends up being a lot easier to work with than regular honey. We're going to use some regular honey later in the day, but that's neither here nor there right this second. Then about half an ounce of lemon juice, which I have already squeezed out because we've started this video about 6 times now, because I have a mushy mouth. We've already got our glasses prepped, so we're going to take that. We're going to take our other part of the shaker tin, pop that over, really give that a good shake, break up those strawberries. Those are raspberries, not strawberries. I don't know why I keep doing that. Got our honey, lemon, and raspberry. That should make a lovely base for this essentially delicious lemonade. There's our strainer. I'm going to strain this into one of our pre-treated glasses. So we've got a nice little sugar rim. We coated it with some lemon juice and then dabbed it in some sugar. Might have been an idea to double strain this, but I kind of like the idea of having a little bit of raspberry bits in the drink itself. Now that doesn't look like too much, but hey, we're going to toss a bit of ice in there. Probably should have done that first. And top up with some soda water. Who doesn't love some fizzy? Seems like a lot, but it's going to retain a lot of flavor, so I'm not super worried about that. And then we'll garnish with our lemon wheel and a couple of raspberries. That is our non-alcoholic Raspberry Bee's Knees. Let's give it a try. Oh, that's tasty. That's refreshing. I like it. I like it a lot. But it's not a true Bee's Knees. Real Bee's Knees is a prohibition drink that's supposed to be made with London dry gin. We have some. It says use first. It's because this bottle's probably pretty old. But it's gin, so I don't think it's going to matter that much. So, we're putting these shakers away. We've got our margarita glass. It's going to double as a coupe today, because that's how we go. Grab our other shaker. Throw some... I'm going to hold off on the raspberries. We're still going to make this a raspberry-style Bee's Knees. But it's not going to be quite the same. So we'll pop our raspberries in there. We're going to pick that up so we don't mash it into the carpet. And we're going to eat it because I'm gross that way. We got our lemon. I'm going to put this one to the side. See if there's any more in this one. Let's get some lemon juice out. A little bit more. While we're messing around with that, 2 ounces of London dry gin. I'm all over the place today, eh? So, the Bee's Knees was initially a Prohibition era drink. The use of the lemon and the honey syrup was mainly there to get rid of the terrible, terrible taste of Prohibition era gin. We need more lemon, so we're going to cut another lemon slice here. Grab that old one out of our juicer. Back in. Upside down Z, by the way, that's the correct way to put these in. Give it a nice squeeze. We're looking for about 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice here. So I've got my graduated one. I can clearly see the markings on. Oh, that's a lot easier. It's usually about half a lemon, but looks like this lemon wasn't exactly the most forthcoming with its juices. Pour a little bit more in. I like it a little heavy on the lemon side, eh? Don't you? I do. That's how we're gonna make it. Boom. About half an ounce of our homemade honey syrup. Pop that back in. I'm getting some good use out of that honey syrup. Boom, in she goes. Now, normally you wouldn't be shaking a gin drink, but it's a bee's knees. It gets shaken. Pour that into that. Get a good shake on. Again, try to mash up those very definitely raspberries and not strawberries. Get some good movement going. Smile at the camera, because always, what's going on? How's the weekend? Is it good? You got good plans? It's Friday. You're loving life. It snowed a little bit today. We're taking advantage of it now. Pop that off. Oh yeah, nice and frothy. Gonna pour that into our cheater tin. Grab our hawthorn. And again, we've already pre-rimmed our coupe. Pop right into there. We've got the same garnish for this time around. Decided to be super smart and pre-prep some things. Let's give that a try. Not a huge gin guy, but that's still pretty tasty. It's refreshing. It's more of a summer drink, but it's fairly tasty. Now, that's a traditional, as traditional as you can get with adding raspberry, traditional bee's knees. Again, it's one of those groovy, oh, it's the bee's knees, kids. It's a prohibition era drink. It's got the funky name and everything. We're going to make another one, and this one is a little bit more indicative of how we drink it around the house. It's how our favorite bar makes it, and it's a little bit different. So we're going to grab a couple pieces of ice. This one's just built right in the glass. Nothing too fancy. Normally, you start off with the cheapest honey you can find. But since we're doing raspberry stuff, I've got a tube of raspberry honey. We're not going to use a raspberry syrup here because we want this to kind of candy up on the ice. Give us a cool little snack for the straws later. I'm sure everyone is loving me milking this honey out right now. But we've got some raspberry flavored honey. Yeah, it's pretty tasty. That's gonna be fun. Then we've got our Gordon's Pinkberry Gin. 1.5 ounces of that. Again, this one's just built right in the glass. We could probably go with more ice, but I kind of like it this way. We're gonna finish that off with some nice lemonade. No real need to measure. We're just measuring with our heart here. Between the honey, the lemonade, the gin, and the berry flavor, this one's gonna go quite nicely. And again, our pre-done garnish. A couple of raspberries in the lemon wheel. Pop that on the side. Give it a try. Oh yeah, it tastes like summer. That's good times. Tastes like patio weather. Anyway, there you have it. We've got our Mocktail Raspberry Bee's Knees. We've got our upgraded regular Raspberry Bee's Knees and our Buck's Tavern style Bee's Knees. Don't tell anyone. Shh, Natisha, I know you're watching, but don't rat me out. We love it. We love you. Thanks for coming by. Glad you had another one with Espo. Let me know what you think. Do you like the traditional? Do you prefer the Gordons? Maybe you just want the fizzy water. I like the pink fizzy water. It's pretty tasty that way. Anyway, hope you're having a great one. Happy weekend, everyone. That is Foolproof Follow-Up Friday. Thanks for coming by.